Hey guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today's video is doing specimen card ephemera, and this is for journal making, but I also think that you could make some really cool cards out of this idea as well, which I might do for another video down the road. But yeah, so we're going to start making these kind of specimen little ephemera pieces. I'm going to be using this Tim Holtz which one is this? This is the Field Notes stamp set, so I think this would be fun to use to do a little bit of stamping on our card pieces. And I also created this piece just on my silhouette machine. Now, you don't need a silhouette machine or a fancy machine like that. All you need to do is have like a square or rectangle die cut and a circle punch or a circle die cut, and you can create this same thing. I've gone ahead and printed out some butterflies just off of the internet, and I printed them both on regular paper. It's a laser print quality paper, and then as well on some vellum. And I wanted to see the difference. I like the idea of being able to see the butterfly image through the vellum, whereas the printed one you just have the white backing. So yeah, so I printed out both and tried them out, and we'll start making some ephemera here. So what I've done is I've cut many of these pieces out on my machine because I want to have two of them, because I'm going to be sandwiching the butterflies in between, and I just laminated mine. You don't have to. If you don't have a laminator, you can definitely put it between two pieces of acetate or packaging. Clear packaging works as well. So yeah, use what you have. I just happen to have a laminator, so it works well for me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out these two pieces, and let's use, I think, these scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and see how much of the acetate around I need, and I'll cut my little butterfly out. I tried to give enough spacing when I was laminating so that I had enough acetate to be able to secure to the edge of the piece. So that should be good. Okay, so I'm going to also use, my art glitter glue. Now I have made it so that the circle is just a little closer to the top so that we can do some stamping or labeling on the bottom. So you want to make sure that when you adhere down your butterfly that it's the right way up, that this thicker part is on the bottom. And I'm just going to trim this down just a wee little bit. And try and get it centered. So the art glitter glue should hold this on quite nicely. Now when you're using liquid adhesive, you want to be careful. You don't want it to squish out the hole, so just kind of be careful doing that. Should dry clear, but still you don't want any goopy bits. Okay, so now that we've got that adhered down, you can see our little image inside the slide now, which is super cute. And then we'll just go ahead and adhere the back on, just to make it all neat and tidy. And glue it down. Simple as that. So let's do, that one was just the regular photocopy paper. So if you don't like that look of it just being white on the back, we'll use the vellum one, and we'll see how that one works. I'll just cut out this butterfly. Again, grab another one of our little pieces. This measures, mine are on the bigger side, so mine measures about 2 3/4 by not quite 3 1/4 in size. And I find that, like, this is a 1-inch hole. I find that that's a pretty good size for these elements. And I just kind of scale down this image. Like I said, I just got it off of Pinterest. Alright, now we can just adhere this down. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and that you've found some time to be in your craft room crafting as well. We've had some kind of rainier weather here where I am, so I'm happy to be spending time in my little neck of the woods creating stuff. Oh, you can see I got a little bit of glue squirt out there. Should be able to clean it off though. Look at that. I think that looks so cool. And then it's neat that when you turn it over, you can still see the butterfly image. So almost like it's a real specimen. I'm gonna have to get my cloth and clean that off later, but we'll finish gluing it down for now. Alright. And then just glue that over top just so it finishes up nicely. Grab my cloth here. I'm just going to use a little bit of water. I'll just clean up that acetate a bit. There we go. It's like it never even happened. So look at that, super cute. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Really just doing the same thing. And let's use this one here. Just trim off a little bit of this acetate stuff. And again, same thing, just glue it down. So things have been fairly busy for me as I'm trying to get ready for a craft fair that's coming up. So getting some cards and some journals done. I also have a few crocheted items that I've been working on. So yeah, that's been keeping me busy as well as work. Work is always busy, which is good. Keeps me out of trouble. And then we're also just getting ready for Halloween. That's a big deal in our house, so kids are excited. We've got the house all decorated up on the outside, and usually we have a projection show as well the night of Halloween, so we'll have to get that set up and ready to go soon. Alright, there we go. There is another little specimen card ready to go. We'll do one more here and then we'll start decorating them up. Let's see, which ones do I have? Let's try this guy. He's pretty bright. I think these are going to be awesome to add into journals. And I was thinking that you could also do kind of the same idea, like a window card. I think that would be fun to make. So I'll have to give that one a try. I'm going to cut that one just a little shy, but that's okay. Let's see. It's a little higher than I want it to be, but otherwise my acetate isn't going to cover the window. Okay. Put the back on this one, and then we can go ahead and start decorating. There we go. I think those are super cute. So we have 2 vellum and 2 regular ones. Obviously the butterflies are much brighter on the printed paper, but again, the cool thing about the vellum ones is you can still see the image through the back. So yeah, we'll get started on decorating these. And I thought a piece of dictionary page, and I have some scrap deli paper pieces and some coffee dyed paper. So let's see what we can do here. I think I'm gonna start. Let's try some word behind there. So you guys have to let me know what you've been busy crafting. And if you do craft shows as well, what do you do to get ready for them? What do you like to sell at them? It's funny, it can be hit and miss from year to year on what kind of sells well at the old craft fair. Okay, I'm going to ink this up a bit. Just to give it a little bit more of an aged look. I did use my buff colored cardstock, but still just a little bit too white for me. Okay. And let's see. I think I'm going to grab my StazOn ink for this because the deli paper is a little bit slippery. And let's see. Pick out some numbers. I really like this. And I like this one. So let's start stamping. I always save my itty bitty scraps for things just like this. Okay, so again, using the StazOn just because the deli paper is a bit slippery. We don't want it to smudge on us. Oh, I like that. I think that looks good. And we'll do this one on the other side. Let's see how that turned out. Oh yeah, I like that one too. Excellent. So these are both going to work really well. I'm gonna stamp that one. And then I need one more piece because we got 4 to do. Come here. There we go. It's almost like, reminds me of pattern paper. This deli paper, it's so fine. Usually deli paper can be quite thick. Alright, so we've got those done. And let's just rip this. And we'll rip this end. And let's give it some ink. Because we have to ink the edges of everything. I don't know, I just like the look of it. See, I think I've got about 6 journals ready for the craft fair, which is pretty good. There's a few more I'd like to make before, but I don't know. I'm not sure I'll get them done. I'll just glue this down. Make sure I had it on the right side there for a second. And I think that looks good. So a little bit of that book page behind there, I think, gives it some interest. Maybe should have used the glue stick instead of the art glitter glue for this deli paper, but just kind of makes it ripple a little bit. There we go. I think that is super cute. I think I even want to darken the edges just a bit more. Yeah, I think that looks good. Alright, so we have one done. So we'll move on to the second one. And what else do we have? I wonder. Just wondering about some of these other stamps, but they're kind of big. Wonder if I can get the bottom of this field label one. Let's try it out. I just kind of want this where it says field label. So we'll use our, is that going to be big enough? That might be. We'll give it a try. Sure it's good and inked up first. There we go. Hold it for a little bit. All right, I like that. Okay. Better put the lid on my glue, or the pin on my glue, before it gets all gooby on me. Oh, which I think it's too late. Oh dear, that's okay. Alright, let us ink up this piece. I might as well, I guess, ink all of them up at once. That would probably be more efficient. And we'll get it all out of the way. See, I had a good weekend. A girlfriend of mine, who is a good crafty friend of mine, she came over and we did some crafting. She's going to sell some stuff at the craft fair as well, some signs. We just had such a good time. It's always nice to have a crafty buddy. Okay. Just more of the book page. You know, there is something to be said for having a vintage dictionary. Not only are the pages just beautifully delicate, but just the whole look of them I just love. And they make such great ephemera. I'm gonna have to tear that down just a bit. And glue that down. Sorry about the dog. I'm not sure what she's barking at. And then let's try this field label one. My goodness, she is unhappy. Oh, that really covers up all the Oh, the book page on that one. Okay, maybe we'll just use it on that one. I have such a small piece of book page right now. I wonder what that dog is barking at. Oh, I think one of my kids answered the door. That's always good. Hopefully that person wasn't waiting outside forever. Right about there. Just glue. Ooh, dear. Oh, I always hate it when I do that. Okay, let's try that again. Glue that down. There we go. Now we have 2 done. Yay! And the last one, I think this one, I don't even think I'm going to put any book page or anything behind it. I think I'm just going to have that. I mean, you could also use labels and stuff as well if you have small enough labels that fit on here. Other pieces of ephemera you can use for sure. Just gonna use my glue stick for this. I think that should hold it. Oh yeah, I like that. Fun, fun. You can do a little bit of writing on the back. Not a lot of room there, but still, I think that would be fun. Oop, forgot to ink this one up. All right, last one, guys. I'll ink this up. Just kind of make this all vintagey. And do you want to add book page? Or do we want to just do this? I think just doing this. I think that would look good.
Grace is here.
Oh,
Sorry, not Zoe.
okay, thank you. Alright, I got my niece here, so I am going to head off for today. So let me glue this down. My niece is going to come over and do some heat pressing. She wants to make a shirt, so I told her to come over and we would play with that. Alright, so here we go. Here is a quick look at the ones that we made today. I'm going to go ahead and make some more of these, and I will post them over on my Etsy. The link to that is down below. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys, and have a great day. And P.S. I love you. I just want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for specific materials that I've used in today's video, go ahead and check out the links down below. As well, I'd really love it if you sent me some snail mail. I'm always interested to know what you guys have been up to and what you've been creating, and I'd love to share your cards on my next video. Thanks so much again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. P.S. I love you.